I can hit him with a fix, quite slick with a stick, and she thick with them hips to the lick, leave a tip with that trick and a trick when she twists. If you tryna get a hit, these balls are the bricks, get a fix, no calls when I whip this hard when you sniff. On guard, get a split, see stars when I spit this lit. Hey, tempt me, I'm a tempy, new era, zoning, FE next, young Ronin. I go in like Conan, I rise on you sons, now you moaning. I'm cogent, my code is unbroken, my codec compressed and unloaded. Whoever sees this and subscribes right now will get a free condom. Look, all I'm saying is not everyone should contribute to world population. What's going on, Hilltop Mafia? It's Wooly Knox Hill. We're back the reaction series. So today, man, Christmas has come early. The much anticipated, much looked for Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre album has just dropped, and we got a collab with Eminem and 50 Cent. So this right here, right now is none other than Gunsmoke. But before we go any further, if you like the hat that I'm wearing, if you like the hoodie that I'm wearing, KnoxHillMusic.com. We got hats, we got shirts, we got hoodies. Go rep the brand this holiday season. Get it out there. Copy your merch. It really, really does go a long way. If you like what you see, if you want to get it, I'll put all links down there. But anyways, know what we're here for. Eminem, 50 Cent, Dr. Dre, Snoop. Step to the plate. Let's see what you got.
Come, let me show you the ropes. Chucks come with the lows. Drums come.
Yo, I can't let this progress any further. Obviously, the album is titled Missionary, but I didn't realize that the album cover is actually a condom wrapper. You got Mr. Trojan Man smoking a blunt on it. What's the motto of this one? Get high and don't make babies. Don't pay child support. Wrap it before you tap it. That's wild.
Let me show you the ropes. Chucks come with the lows.
Yo, it even says oral pleasure.
Drums come with the dope. Guns come with the smoke.
This is here big stepper.
Yo, who is that on the sample cut? That sounds familiar. Obviously, like, it's been run through a filter, and I feel like, yeah, it's obviously been edited and mixed differently than the regular voice, but it's got a familiar drip to it. Anyways.
This is here big stepper. I'm just saying I am not the type to get stepped on. I ain't got a big weapon. Glock 17 with the switch with the clip long. I ain't finna play with you. Boy, you fuck around, I might have to catch a fade with you. Get the blick and broad day with you. Had little homies run down, but I buried with you. Little
hey.
Party. Got him out the night, but the nigga got 4 bodies. Who won't smoke nobody? Going once, going twice, now who won't smoke nobody? Tell me what you know about it. I'm strapped right now, nigga, how you won't go about it? I'm not the one you lean on. The type you want to try, apply pressure to a scheme on. Push nigga dream on. Run nigga run till I have to click the beam on. Red dot ya, I got ya. B.I.G. time, who shot ya? Who popped your shit lit? Soon as I spot you, ooh wee. Why would you be fucking with me?
Let's take a second here for this moment of
Yo, I asked the question, who was that on the cut? And it gets revealed because he had a B.I.G. who shot ya. You know, that a lot of people say is, hey, Tupac diss, who shot you? 50 Cent playing off of that like I shot you. So he shouts out B.I.G., flips it into a gun bar. But then you have the Gunsmoke. Relax and take notes while I take totes of the marijuana smoke. Put you in a choke. Gunsmoke. That is shouting out an Eminem feature. B.I.G. dead wrong. The weak of the strong. Who got it going on? You're dead wrong. Come on. That's where that cut is from. And I would bet too that the intro sample as well with the paper has to be cut from Dead Wrong too. I can't remember the lyric for that one, but I remember the Gunsmoke. And then obviously you've got more of like a soulful sample, like just underneath of that. So I love how you've got the B.I.G. sample out in front, Gunsmoke, and obviously it's been tweaked, but you can still hear Biggie's intonation kind of shining through a little bit, even though the filter's been run a little bit differently in the mix. Yeah, it's got more of like a gritty, bassier mix to it, like slightly chopped and screwed, but not all the way. Yo, I also love how the condom is spinning around like it's a stereo as well. Get it with the oral pleasure. Come on, the doubles are crazy on the album artwork.
I'm just saying I am not the type to get stepped on.
It's a big stepper. I'm saying I'm not the type to get stepped on. I love how 50 comes in with a fast attack flow, right? He knows the homework, right? He's on a track with Eminem, so he's not going to waste any time. And the thing is, people know 50 for his slow flows, you know? You better watch your mouth, because I'll break your face. Have your ass running mumbling to the J.
You go against me, dog. You making a mistake. You know, he's got just that drippy, slower flow, and that leads to a lot of melodic, iconic hooks from 50. But the thing is, before he got shot, he actually used to rap really, really fast. He was always in a faster pocket like this. You got a lot of faster flows from Fifth. And he said that because he got shot, you know, it went through the roof of his mouth, he had to switch up and almost like relearn his delivery and his diction. And that's what led to the slower flow from Fifth. But I love how he's coming in on this track with a faster flow and punching in, man.
Weapon. Glock 17 with the switch with the clip long. I ain't finna play with you. Boy, you fuck around, I might have to catch a fade with you. Get the blick and broad day with you. Had little homies run down while I buried with you. Little man don't party. Got him out the night, but the nigga got 4 bodies. Who won't smoke nobody? Going once, going twice, now who won't smoke nobody? Tell me what you know about it. I'm strapped right now, nigga, how you won't go about it? I'm not the one you lean on. The type you want try apply pressure to a scheme on. Pussy nigga dream on. Run, nigga, run.
You want you to apply pressure to a scheme on. Dream. I love right there. Like, he kind of chops it up. It's a faster scheme, but then he's just got these little moments where it kind of like drips it out and holds out the bar into the rhyme scheme, man. It's smooth.
I have to click the beam on. Red dot ya. I got ya. B.I.G. time. Who shot ya? I dropped.
That little flow switch right here. Red dot ya. Who got ya? B.I.G. Who shot ya? That little flip up is dope as hell, man. Just that pattern delivery on that.
I have to click the beam on. Red dot ya. I got ya. B.I.G. time. Who shot ya? I dropped ya. Who popped ya? Shit lit. Soon as I spot ya. Ooh wee. Why would you be fucking with me?
Hey.
Let's take a second here for this moment of violence. You smell it in the air, product of my environment. Ooh. I come from freestyling over gunshots and sirens.
Hey.
Nothing more gangster than my voice over these violins. Get down, lay down. It's the wolf for the dog pound. Yeah, playground, shake down. Autobahn, no brakes now. Skinny nigga back pushing weight now. New death row on a plate now. More details, please do tell. What's that smell, nigga? Shit, you would too if you knew what a young nigga had to do. Rendezvous with a pocket too. Rock shit up like Motley Crue. In this fight, you gotta stick and move. All my life I had to show and prove. Still a nigga with an attitude. If you ain't gangster, this is not for you. Yeah.
That flow switch.
But holes in the palm trees. Dirty money in the laundry. 10 toes in the concrete. Niggas know where to find me. I got a long reach. This Long Beach where we don't speak. And you saw what happened to the last nigga that tried to fuck with my proceeds. I remember when I was 13.
The last one who tried to mess with his proceeds. Is he talking about Walmart? He talking about that lawsuit against Walmart over his cereal brand because they tried to take his proceeds, right? Him and Master P in the Walmart. I think so. I think that's what he's alluding to right there. Hang on, we got more bars to break down though. Come on, Snoop, man. That was smooth. I love the dropping and the switch up too. Like, if you put 50 on the track and Snoop on the track, I would never think that Fifth was gonna come with such a fast scheme. And then Snoop was just going to come in with this slower lace scheme. But I love the juxtaposition of how that sits, man. Like, Snoop just kind of smooths out that just 50 just hitting you in attack mode with it.
Don't bam. In here for this.
G-time, who shot ya? I dropped ya. Who popped ya? Shit lit. Soon as I spot ya. Ooh wee. Why would you be fucking with me?
Let's take a second here for this moment of violence. You smell.
You know, second for this moment of silence. Instead, he flips moment of silence, which it is understood to be, into a moment of violence, right? And you hear the gunshot to set up that bar in the first place.
In the air, product of my environment. I come from free.
Even that line, you smell it in the air, a product of my environment. I'm a product of, what do you smell? The gunshot, moment of violence. I'm a product of the smoke. You want the gun smoke? You want the smoke? I'm a product of that. I'll give it to you.
Violence. You smell it in the air, product of my environment.
Man, Dre's sauce his production too. You can just hear more of that soulful sample again, cutting in the back of the mix, man. Smooth.
I come from freestyling over gunshots and sirens.
Hey,
nothing.
I mean, that's a different line. That just hits different, man. I love that bar. That might be my favorite bar so far, right? Freestyling over gunshots and sirens. That's where I'm from. You can hear the sirens in the back of the mix.
Environment. I come from freestyling over gunshots and sirens. Nothing more gangster than my voice over these violins. Get down, lay down. It's the wolf for the.
And right there, as he says violins, you hear the violins kick in from Dre. It's almost like he cues them in and he drops in.
Nothing more gangster than my voice over these violins. Get down, lay down. It's the wolf for the dog pound. Yeah, playground, shake down. Autobahn, no brakes now. Skinny nigga back.
Obviously, in the Autobahn, there's no speed limit, right? So Autobahn, no brakes now. The German highway, smoothly.
For the dog pound. Yeah, playground, shake down. Autobahn, no brakes now. Skinny nigga back pushing weight now. New death row on a plate now. More details, please do tell. What's what's that smell, nigga? Shit, you would too if you
New Death Row. Shout out to the new CEO of Death Row. That's Snoop,
know
baby.
details. Please do tell, what's that smell, nigga? Shit, you would too if you knew what a young nigga had to do. Rendezvous with a pocket too.
You would too if you knew. And you hear that in the back of the mix. That is another Biggie shout out and Biggie cut within that sample. Notorious Thugs, man. That is smooth.
You would too if you knew what a young nigga had to do.
Again, Kendrick did this on his album. You got Snoop doing this now, and then Dre producing this. Like, the West Coast is showing the East Coast a lot of love throughout these cuts, man.
Rendezvous with a pocket too. Rock shit up like Motley Crue.
And then he flips it. Obviously, the Motley Crue rock shit up. He's going to rock it up versus the genre of music rock, Motley Crue. And then before that, a Pac or two Pac shout out or get Pac. Come on.
What a young nigga had to do. Rendezvous with a pocket too. Rock shit up like Motley Crue. In this fight, you gotta stick and move. All my life, I had to show and prove.
In this life, you gotta stick and move. All my life, I had to show and prove. Right there, that flow is buttery, man. I love that pattern pocket switch right there.
Rock shit up like Motley Crue. In this fight, you gotta stick and move. All my life, I had to show and prove.
Yes.
Still a nigga with an attitude. If you ain't gangster, this is not for you.
And then we're back to the West Coast shout outs. Then you got your Tupac shout out, and then you got your NWA shout out right there. He's coming with an attitude, but also he's shouting out NWA, who had a member producing this. Shout out Dre, baby.
All my life I had to show and prove. Still a nigga with an attitude. If you ain't gangster, this is not for you. Yeah, bullet holes in the palm trees. Dirty money in.
That was pretty dope right there. I heard like a piano, then I just heard like a female voice. Another sample just kind of cut into the mix and like baked into the instrumentation, man. There's some really dope sauce in the production throughout this.
Crew. In this fight, you gotta stick and move. All my life I had to show and prove. Still a nigga with an attitude. If you ain't gangster, this is not for you. Yeah.
Right there. Was that the string? I think the strings built, and then you had that rise and that vocal hit right there as well. That was dope, man.
Bullet holes in the palm trees. Dirty money in the laundry. 10 toes in the concrete. Niggas know where to find me. I got a long.
That's another just like underrated bar. 10 toes in the concrete, right? I'm saying it 10 toes down in the streets where I'm from, in the concrete. Come
Money
on.
in the laundry. 10 toes in the concrete. Niggas know where to find me. I got a long reach. This Long Beach where we don't speak. And you saw what happened to the last nigga that tried to fuck with my proceeds. I remember when I was 13, searching for how to get my revenge on the world that hurt me. Thirsty for commas, them double entendres turned me to an entrepreneur and a monster constantly caught in some kind of controversy. That was my mantra. The tantra was kinda sending, but why should I be kinda the kind of people that weren't kinda me coming up? So like that syrup they canceled, I'ma say fuck you and your mama, then blame my rap persona. That's the excuse that I use to
Bars.
explain my grammar, allowing me to just do what I do and not face the ramifications so I can air my frustrations. But I'll be damned if the same reporter's gonna shove another tape recorder and camera in my face while I am at the Burger King just to grab my little baby daughter. A hamburger like Shady ought to be amicable. Guess that's the place that you pay for all the glamour, the fame and stardom. Like when you're treated just like an animal, you not act like one when you came from bottom. But they gonna make me wanna pull a llama and make like I'm a mechanical bull. Fuck around and buck these hoes. Ain't talking no luxury clothes. 2 9s I tuxedos. Like rock and roll Hall of Famers. Try and duck these, yo. Man, what the fuck you want? And I just see you yesterday. Fuck it, bitch. Now I'm much older and I may be calmer. Run up on me and I might be a little less likely to go crazy on you and let the.
Wow. That was, you know what was ridiculous? Again, I wouldn't have it on my bingo card that Fifth was going to come through with the fastest flow of them all. I feel like Fifth came through with the flows. Snoop came through with the West Coast swagger and doing what Snoop does, man. Light one up for Snoop. And then Eminem just came through with a more measured pocket, right, with the slower flow. But what was ridiculous was the condensed rhyme scheming that he just did. Those technicals and that rhyme writing and just the way that he flipped the diction to just make all those syllables just hit and sound so similar. That was a masterclass right there. Man, he's always at the top of his pen game.
That tried to fuck with my proceeds. I remember when I was 13, searching for how to get my revenge on the world that hurt me. Thirsty for commas.
You hear kind of those strings build again right there. And then that vocal cut, that like female cut in the mix from Dre.
13, searching for how to get my revenge on the world that hurt me. Thirsty for commas, them double entendres turned me to an entrepreneur and a...
Right, commas, entendres, turn me to an entrepreneur. entrepreneur. I love how he takes entrepreneur, thinks about that, and fits that into the commas, entendres, and he's really holding out that on sound and just finding different ways to just start condensing the hell out of that. We got some crazy alliteration about the hit too. But obviously, he's the master of the double entendres. That's what we do. We break down these bars and entendres.
For commas, them double entendres turned me to an entrepreneur and a monster constantly caught in some kind of controversy. That was
a monster caught in some kind of controversy. Just again, see how he's just highlighting and accentuating just these condensed rhyme schemes, man. It's so dope. And then obviously the CCC like sounds, the kick and call alliterations as well.
An entrepreneur and a monster constantly caught in some kind of controversy. That was my mantra. The tantra was kinda sending, but why should I be kinda the kind of people that weren't kinda me coming up?
Why should I be kind to the kind of people that weren't kind to me? He's flipping the alliteration. He's still staying on this mantra, monster, comma, everything is just lining up so well.
So like that syrup, they canceled.
This bar.
People that weren't kinda me coming up. So like that syrup, they canceled. Say fuck you and your mama, then blame my rap persona.
I'ma say fuck you and your mama. You know what? Your mama can get some loving too. Again, that's how more babies are made in this world. We all need that. Shout out to the MILFs. But he goes even further with the syrup that they canceled. He's had a bar kind of like this before, but he takes it further into flipping it into sounding like Aunt Jemima. The syrup that was canceled and changed for its racist roots, right? They flipped the name of Aunt Jemima, but Eminem on this flipped it, and then he blames his old Shady persona, much in the same way that the last album was Don't Blame Me, Blame Shady, and he's explaining to you why he could get away with saying wild shit all the time, because he blames it on his alter ego.
Cancel, say fuck you and your mama, then blame my rap persona. That's the excuse
That's a dope bar.
I used to explain my grammar, allowing me to just do what I do and not face the ramifications so I could.
He blames his grammar, and then again, like ramifications. See, instead of saying ramifications, he holds the rama to make sure that it still fits into that rhyme scheme that he's still patterning. We're like 7-8 bars deep into this, and he's still patterning it through.
And my frustrations, but I'll be damned if the same reporter's gonna shove another tape recorder and camera in my face while I am at the Burger King just to grab my little baby daughter a hamburger like Shady ought to be.
A hamburger like Shady. Right there. A hamburger like Shady on it. Like he goes faster. Like, I love how he's still in just, he's got these little moments when he just speeds up the flow, but he still stays in this pocket and there's like no breathing. Like this sequence of bars right here has ridiculous rhyme schemes, but also I think it's highlighted by just like the lack of breath and spacing in between the bars. It's just like run over, run over, run over, run over. Like, when is he going to stop and pause and let it marinate, man? It's dope.
Just do what I do and not face the ramifications so I can end my frustrations, but I'll be damned if the same reporter's gonna shove.
See what I mean? He's still going.
Camera in my face.
Still going.
I'm at the Burger King just
still going.
My little baby daughter a hamburger like Shady.
Still going.
Amicable. Guess that's
wow.
The price that you.
And right there, finally he gets the amicable, and you just get a quick pause before he dives back in. That's for me what makes it such a dope flow. Like, he just keeps patterning this just all the way through that pocket. And I also think of like the Marshall Mathers LP days, right? Can't even take a shit in the bathroom without someone standing by it, wanting an autograph. And when he's with his daughter, right? And he complains about this. So I think he's calling back to those days because he says, when I'm with my baby girl, well, Haley's no longer a baby anymore, right? So I think he's calling back to that. And like an incident with a reporter, I can't think to mind of a specific one of like reporters getting in his face, but there's been plenty of examples through the past of him having issues with paparazzi and issues with people not respecting his privacy.
The tape recorder and camera in my face while I am at the Burger King just to grab my little baby daughter a hamburger like Shady ought to be amicable. Guess that's the price that you pay for all the glamour, the fame and stardom. Like when you're treated just like an animal, you not like one when you came from bottom, but they gonna make me wanna pull a llama and make like I'm a mechanical bull. Fuck around.
Right, he's an animal. He came from the bottom, and he sticks on this animal scheme into llamas, into bulls, so he stays on those metaphors, but then also like pulling out the llama. The gunplay, wordplay bars is so smooth right there.
But they gonna make me wanna pull a llama and make like I'm a mechanical bull.
But also, what are llamas known for? They're known for spitting. He's spitting on this track. Also, the gun could start spitting as well. That's why he's going to pull a llama.
Bottom, but they gonna make me want
versus pulling out the gun, the llama.
Pull a llama and make like I'm a mechanical bull. Fuck around and buck these hoes. Ain't talking no.
And then the mechanical bull, he's gonna buck these hoes, right? You hear him getting buck on the track. He's bucking, he's firing off, bucking these hoes as well, because like you riding a bull, you're trying to buck the bull. He's flipping.
Pull a llama and make like I'm a mechanical bull. Fuck around and buck these hoes. Ain't talking no luxury clothes. 2 9s I tuxedos like rock and roll hall.
2 9s I tuck. You see those? Tuck, see those? Versus luxury clothes, tuxedos. You're wearing a tuxedo. And then he sets up that metaphor even more to make sure you get it by shouting out the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which he was inducted into, but you're wearing a tuxedo when you're giving out at an award ceremony like luxury clothes. You wear tuxes. Tuxedos at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Come on.
These hoes ain't talking no luxury clothes. 2 9s I tuxedos.
Woo!
Like rock and roll Hall of Famers. Try and duck these, yo. Man, what the fuck you want? And I just see you yesterday? Fuck out of here. Fucking bitch. Now I'm much older.
And that sounds like a classic Shady skit right there.
And I may be calmer, run up on me, and I might be a little.
Because now I might be much older and calmer. So he's shouting out like classic Shady there, right?
Fucking bitch. Now I'm much older, and I may be calmer, run up on me, and I might be a little less likely to go crazy on you and let the.
Hey, I love how he sets up the last bar and doesn't finish it. He lets B.I.G. finish it on the gun smoke. That's dope. Wow. Yeah, we made some babies with those rhyme schemes. That was dope, man. Let me tell you, I love the setup from 50. I love the pass over to Snoop. And then I love Eminem coming in to finish it off. And on top of that, the Dr. Dre production. I mean, what a year it has been for lyrical hip hop. What an amazing year. And also on top of that, what a year it's been for West Coast, man. You think about just West Coast achievements from Kendrick Lamar and his album this year. Tyler, the Creator. Those are some of the best albums from this year. Ab-Soul dropping as well. Now you got Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre dropping. I love this one, man. You were Knox certified. Hope you guys liked today's video. Listen, if for some reason you're here at the end, obviously enjoying the content, do me a huge favor. Support the channel directly. Subscribe, notifications on. Really does go a long way. Also, don't forget to copy merch, guys. Hats, hoodies, shirts, KnoxHillMusic.com. Get the brand out there. Go rep it this holiday season. It really does go a long way. All right, I love you guys. Take care of your hearts. Take care of your mentals. I'll catch you again.